All right. Well, I'll start by, saying we had our chances and give San Antonio a lot of credit. That's what we talked about. We assume that's the type of game they're going to come out and play after we beat them in the first game. So what to be learned from that is how much higher the intensity has to be in this type of setting. So it's a lesson we have to figure out. And tonight, we couldn't make any shots, especially in that first half. We're getting great looks and layups and open threes. And that's why it's important to keep talking about it. Defense. If you're having a night you can't make anything, you got to be able to rely on something else. And unfortunately, we didn't start playing defense until halfway through the third. And then from halfway through the third on, we played a great, energetic defensive game. But we have to do a better job of starting games like that. So give them credit. And not our best night tonight, but 1-1 on this trip. It's pretty good. So learn from it, move forward, get back home, and see where we're at.
We'll start with Marshall Harris.
Hey, Luke, is that the biggest lesson that you're trying to get these guys right now as you kind of gear up towards playoff stretch run where a lot of teams are gearing up is just what it's going to take intensity-wise on a night-in, night-out basis?
Yeah, that's one of them for sure. That and we've been pretty good with that, I feel like. But it has to be every night. It just does. And it's great experience for our guys to have this type of 2-game series because it is, in a way, like a mini playoff series as far as that's concerned. So to go through that is good for our group, but it's something we have to get better at.
James Ham.
Yeah, Luke, tonight it kind of looked like the new guys and the like regular rotation didn't quite fit together for stretches. Was that just a little bit of growing pains that you saw, especially in the first half?
Yeah, and James, I think part of that is because we weren't making shots, right? So then, last game, we shot the lights out of the ball and it was flowing and we're getting out in transition. Tonight that wasn't the case, so that naturally will kind of bring down the tempo. And then I think, yes, you look at some of that and when the times are tough, that you see the growing pains or the weaknesses you have as a team will come out naturally. So that was definitely part of it. But I thought the second unit did a really nice job again, just as far as playing at a certain level, as far as the effort, the energy, the defense. And another one of the main keys we talked about going into tonight was keeping them off the glass, the offensive glass, and we did a nice job on our offensive glass, but they hurt us again then, and that was another big key to the game tonight.
Jason Jones.
Look, can the lessons as far as how to play every night be learned greater from maybe a team like the Spurs that just has veterans and they can kind of see that, a 2-game set, you knew the Spurs weren't going to come out and play the way they did the first night?
Absolutely. There's no teacher like experience. And, going through that, like I said, it's good for our group to go through it. It's a lesson that until we learn it, then, you're going to see the good game, bad game type of thing, which we're moving away from, but clearly we're not there yet. But San Antonio is a good team. I know they've been struggling, but they got vets, they got shooting. Obviously Pop does an unbelievable job. So to come in here and go 1-on-1 on this trip is a pretty good trip for our group. But it doesn't mean we don't want to learn from our mistakes and from our failures.
Sean Cunningham.
Yeah, Luke, was that one of the things you were expecting to see from DeMar DeRozan, a much more aggressive kind of performance from him tonight?
Yeah, we talked about that as a group. And, I thought we actually did a decent job on him in the first quarter, but once he got into a rhythm, it's one of the things that makes DeMar so unique and so special. It's where when he gets going, it's where he attacks from. Is really hard to double team. The high post of the mid wings. He's just an assassin from jump shots, and they have shooting out there. They were hitting threes all over the place. They got the spacing for it. So if you send two in that area, you're gonna give up some open threes. So there's a reason an all-star for some of these teams.
Jason Anderson.
Luke, Rashawn has been such a constant for you guys. Another double tonight, and just the aggression and the activity inside his points, score, rebounds, block shots are all way up. What are you seeing from him that's allowed him to take his game to yet another level?
Yeah, I think for him it's more of the understanding the comfort level of actually being with a group for a decent amount of time and growing with what we're trying to get done here. He does a really nice job of understanding that and continuing to improve in those things. So, I'm very happy for him. I agree with you. He continues to get better and better as a player.
Last question for Coach James Ham.
Yeah, Luke, Rashawn and Harrison had both had big rebounding nights, but you got 2 combined rebounds between Hield, Fox, and Halliburton. Do those guys in games like this, do they need to do a better job of hitting the glass and team rebounding?
Absolutely. We do, because look, even and not just games like this, but most nights, because look, we're starting Tyrese and De'Aaron and Buddy and Harrison and Rashawn. That's not a big group. It gives us some advantages offensively with spacing and speed and playmaking. But as a group, we have to understand, De'Aaron, especially, De'Aaron and Tyrese with their length, to be able to come back in when shots go up and rebound from what we call sandwich rebound position. It is really going to help our team, and it's going to help our offense, because when they grab rebounds, it makes our transition game that much faster and that much more effective. So it's something that we talk about, something that still needs to get better.